And we are off. So, hey guys, welcome. Thank you for joining us on this beautiful Saturday afternoon, wherever you're at. Doesn't matter where you're at. Thank you. We all know that time is your most valuable asset, and we're going to show you how you can get a lot more of it and be able to spend time with the people that you love, doing what you love, with whom you love, whenever you love, because that's what it's all about. So, first thing I'm going to share with you guys is I know you guys probably came through one of our automated marketing systems. And we're gonna ask you guys a lot of questions. It's gonna be very interactive. So as far as the format for the next hour and 15 minutes, set aside on your time on your phone. Go ahead and put it on vibrate if you got kids. So make sure nothing happens to them. But overall, just make sure that you guys really pay attention to what we're gonna cover with you. Because if you guys see what we're gonna cover with you, it's gonna be not a lot of BS. It's gonna be straight proof over and over again. And we're going to show you how simple our business model is and why so many people have now been able to make anywhere from $10,000 to over $100,000 a month in the last year in this business, including this young, beautiful one over here that's joining and co-presenting with me. So definitely guys, pay attention because we're going to spend a lot of time on this. Take notes, and at the end of this, I'm going to share with you guys a really cool bonus, and I'm going to share with you guys also how you can potentially get started and be able to build something that can get you up to $10,000 a month in your first 30 days, and to do it in less than 20 hours a week, okay? So with that said, are we ready? Leilani, are we ready? Are you guys ready? Raise your hand if you guys are ready. Awesome. All right, so all the hands are up. Okay, so let's get rocking. So first of all, just to prove to you guys, I know there's a lot of people online who say they've made money and so forth, so this is our back office. I just want to be able to show you so we got your attention. That's $1.2 million we did last year, but here's the magic number. Well, that's a great number. I want you to focus on that number. 114 sales. If you guys take a look, we did 1.2 million. With less than 100 sales, we broke 7 figures. Why is that important? Because that means we're making over $10,000 per sale. That's one of the key ingredients in allowing you guys to be able to get up to 10,000 pretty quickly, okay? And with that said, here's actually one of our bank accounts, so that way you guys can be able to see it. And again, this is Wells Fargo. You guys are going to notice the dates here, October the 3rd to October the 25th. Now, if you guys go count these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sales, 9 sales to 104,000. And guys, again, if you count that, if you divide 104 by 9, you're going to notice that's over $10,000 per sale. So I want to make sure I got your attention. This is real. People are making real money, so definitely pay attention here. And what happens in the month of December? You know, most of the time people are super busy and they would think December is a slow month, right? Wrong, because you could actually go like Alex and travel 3 weeks to 3 countries. How many of you would love to actually go travel during one of the slowest months of the year and be able to come back and have made $50,000 that month? Would that be pretty cool? Raise your hand. Awesome. So I'm going to be able to show you guys exactly how we do that. Okay? So now that we got your attention, let me tell you a little bit about who we are. So my name is Coach Alex. My background is actually in private equity and real estate. I love being able I've been in business a long time. I did multiple 7 figures last year in real estate offline, and then last year I did 7 figures online, and this year we're on track to doing multiple 7 figures. I'm a co-founder of a company called 8-Figure Dream Lifestyle, and obviously as you do well, you want to be able to give back, especially if you guys knew my story, because I started out broke with $462 in my checking account. So while all that sounds impressive, I'll show you how we built it from $462 to multiple 7 figures, which is just surreal to me even right now. I'm able to help out my family by sending them money. I'm buying a property of my dreams in Laguna in Vancouver. And if you would have told me like this is all possible within the 2 years ago, I would have told you I believed in it, but the fact that it's actually happening is a whole nother thing. So what happens when you're successful and you start out with $462? You want to help other people to do the same thing, right? So I love being a success coach and trainer, helping people to be able to realize their dreams and make their dreams a reality, because that's what this was really about. And one of my backgrounds is actually business model specialing. So what we actually do is we help take companies in my private equity business from 5 to 10 million to literally over $5 million and $10 million and even $100 million a year. And I'm just going to tell you guys, all we do is build out systems. And what we've done here is taken all those cool parts, put it together in one business, and you're going to see that. Because I'm going to share with you the 7 reasons why most people fail online when they get started, and how we rolled 7 systems all into one, which is the reason why most people are having success. And I'm going to show you guys that. I'm engaged and met to meet. I'm engaged and set to marry this beautiful one actually here out in July, and we live in beautiful Laguna Beach. So that's a little bit about me. And what I wanted to do is, people say that's great, you're a co-founder, but you're going to be able to see a lot of people's stories today that literally are anywhere been in our business 6 months to literally brand new members. Because I know you guys want to know, Alex is a brand new member, what's possible, and how fast can I get started, and how fast can I start being able to make money? I'm going to have those people share their story, including one. So excited about this. One of our members started 90 days ago. His dream, he only had one set goal, was to basically fire his boss in 90 days. Yesterday, he walked into his boss's office, gave his boss the pink slip, and this guy makes over 6 figures a year, and now he's going to be able to start doing this business. Gave his 30-day notice. He's going to start being able to do this business here full-time very soon. So you guys are going to get a chance to hear from him after he made $25,000 in a week. Yes, a week in our business. That's pretty phenomenal. So I want you guys to hear from them. And so with that said, I am going to turn it over to my beautiful, lovely co-host, Leilani. Take it away.
Hi everyone, I'm Leilani, and a little bit about me. My background's in sales, management, recruiting, MLM. I am a serial entrepreneur as well. Actually last month alone made $66,000, and August made over $150,000, so really excited to share that. I am a success coach and trainer, because when you make that kind of money, you definitely want to give back, so that's what I do. I'm a mother of 2 beautiful children. One is 9, and that's Destiny. And Giovanni, his 5th birthday is tomorrow. So really excited about that. After this webinar, I'm going to go and do some more birthday planning. And I live in the beautiful Seattle, Washington.
That's awesome. Thank you for that. And by the way, just a quick shout out. One of my members decided to send me this. This is pretty cool. I don't know if y'all can see this, but this is what we're going to learn today. So this is Juliana. She said we're going to basically have people. We're going to teach you how to make money, and then she drew me this. So this is the kind of lifestyle you guys can have. Just want you guys to know that. And she sent me cookies. I'm not joking. Like, these are like the best. So big shout out to her. Thank you, Juliana. I love you. Thank you. Uncle Alex says hi. So with that said, now we're going to get right into it. So that's a little bit about us, but let's talk about why you guys are here, right? The time and financial freedom to be, do, have anything for you, okay? That's really what this is about. And here's the key. A lot of us have always wanted to start generating income online, but we just never had the opportunity. And one of the primary reasons why most people fail is because they don't know how to market, right? So if that's the case, what I want to be able to show you guys is how we have an automated system that literally sends 50 leads a day to you, literally on autopilot. You log in, you're able to set it. So leads, guys, is one thing you do not have to worry about this business. And I'm going to show you that. And like I said, we're not a BS webinar. By the end of this, you're going to learn exactly what we do every day and how we do it. So with that said, I would love to hear from you guys now on what is like the, is this your first time attending the webinar, so we know how to best be able to help you. So is this the first time that you guys are attending the webinar? So guys, I just added that poll question. So go ahead and answer that now so we can be able to cater this for you. And based on that, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I present this in a certain fashion. So, and I always share the results. So yes, over 83% of you guys are first time. Okay, great. And then what I'd love to hear from you guys is, how did you guys first hear about our webinar? Did you guys hear about it because through a phone call message? Was it a text message? Was it an email? Did somebody personally call you? Was it a word of mouth from somebody you actually knew and they invited you? Or was it through one of our social media, Facebook, YouTube? And the reason why this is super important, guys, is because I'm going to show you why most of our marketing is very much automated. And if you guys take a look now, boom, look at this. So here's what I want you guys to notice. Over 90%, 9 out of 10 of you guys have came through our automated marketing system. So for those of you like always wondering, I made it to 7 figures. I only talked to one person I knew. It's not because I wanted to, because I didn't want to approach them. It's just because the business here provides you with enough marketing where you do not have to worry about that. We already have that in place. And I wanted to prove it to you. So there you go. 9 out of 10 of you are here today because you found us through our automated marketing system. So what are the other reasons why most people fail? No money. So by the end of this, I'm going to show you guys a system. It's called our Other People's Money system, where if you cannot get started, 95% of our members are able to start. We'll show you how you can get the capital to be able to get started. No time. I'm going to show you guys what's called a 4-2-1 system. I'm getting a couple things, and I know the menu bar is having issues, guys. Sorry, this is a brand new format, so let me close this out. Thanks, guys, for letting me know. So hopefully you guys can be able to see the entire screen, and I'm going to keep this menu bar minimized, so hopefully you guys can see everything. So apologize about that. We've had a couple of issues on this, but hopefully you guys will be able to see everything on the screen here. Thanks, Jay, for letting me know. So no time. I'm going to share with you guys our 4-2-1 strategy, which literally how most of our members are getting started part-time, because we all understand you guys have to work. You can be able to start this part-time, 10 hours a week, be able to build this to full-time, and be able to, in your first month, build this up to about $10,000 in your first 30 days. That's what our average is, and that's what a lot of our members are doing. Not great at selling? Well, how would you guys like it if after we show you how to get the leads, we're going to show you exactly, and we do all the presentations with you. Would that be pretty cool? Raise your hand if you guys think that would be awesome. I'm going to share with you guys our simple present for you, where we present 4 times a week, where you guys do not have to do the presentations. We're going to do it for you. And then the other reason why most people fail not having products, we're going to share with you our licensing system, where essentially once you start the business, you pay once, and not only that, you guys are able to sell it over and over and over again, and we already have the products in place. They're high in demand. They've done over $50 billion last year. So when you guys start, you don't have to worry about the products, because we have that in place. No support. You guys are going to love what we're going to show you. We've got a great community system as well as a support center mentoring. How would you guys like to have like awesome mentorship from people who make over $30K a month? I'm going to show you that. And not technically savvy, I'm going to show you guys how we have our business is really simple. All our systems are designed where as long as you can log into a system, you can go online and you can basically check your email. You can be able to do what I'm going to show you here, okay? So with that said, I got to ask some questions here. So I'd love to hear from you guys. What's been the biggest reason why you guys have not had a great deal of success, either online or you've never started? Has it been because you guys have never had enough coach or support or mentoring? Go ahead and answer that poll question now, guys. Has it been because you guys haven't had the products? Is it because you don't know how to market? Has it been because you haven't had the time or the money to get started? Or has it been because you guys have not had technically savvy, okay? So tell me the reason, guys, why either you've never started before, or if you've started, what's been one of the primary reasons why you guys feel like you haven't had the success? So go ahead and answer that now, because overall we've noticed that these are really the 7 reasons. So it's always one reason or another why that's the case. So go ahead. Sorry, guys, my Facebook is going up while I'm talking to you guys. All right, I'm going to put this out. So check this out. Okay, I want to make sure you guys can see this. Okay, so about 4 out of 10 of you guys have basically said the reason why you never had success was coaching. So not having the products is about 2 out of 10. Not being able to market, okay, great. So 6 out of 10 of you essentially haven't had the time or the money. And 2 out of 10 basically not technically savvy. Okay, great. Thanks, guys, for sharing that. So what I want to know now is, so what if I had a system in place where we could knock out all the 7 reasons? Yes, yes, yes. Listen, because it's getting good. 7 reasons why reason why most people are not having success. And here's the cool part. What if I shared with you all 7 of those systems were built into one business? Would that be pretty exciting? Where most of the reasons why people fail, we're going to be able to show you guys how you can be able to trump that, okay? Raise your hand if you guys think that's awesome. So guys, that's what I'm going to basically show you guys. And I'm going to give you a demo of every one of these 7 systems here so you guys can be able to see it for yourself before the end of this webinar, okay? So if that's the case, then the only question really is how much income would you guys like to make? Because I'm going to show you guys exactly how we're able to get that done. Hold on a second. So how much income would you guys like to make per month? Would you guys like to be able to make it? 5 to 10,000. So what is your primary motivation, guys, for wanting to build this business? Would it be to do 2 to 5,000 a month, 5 to 10,000, 10 to 20,000, 50,000 or more, or 100,000 or more? So go ahead and answer that now, because for all of us it's a little bit different, right? We all have a certain goal, certain thing that we want to be able to accomplish, and I'd love to hear from you guys what that magic number is. So again, I'm going to publish the poll results, and here's what I love about this, is that over 88% of you guys want to be able to make more than $10,000 a month. Well, the good part about our business, I'm going to show you how you can be able to get started and literally be up to 10,000 a month in your first 30 days, okay? So if that's the case, and if I can show you guys how you can hit those numbers, the next question is, how many hours would you guys be willing to work on your online business if you could hit those numbers each and every single month? Would it be 10 hours a week, 20 hours a week, 21 to 30 hours a week, 31 to 40 hours, or whatever it takes? Because at the end of the day, we all got to be able to put some time into our business because it is a business, but I'm going to show you how simple it is at the end of the day, right? So, boom, published. What do we got here? Awesome. So I love the fact that 93% of you guys said that you would love to be able to do this business, and 50% of you guys said whatever it takes. Well, I really appreciate that, but here's the key, guys, and here's truly the key. You guys can start this business. I'm going to show you less than 10 hours a week. And once you go fire your boss, like Tom is going to talk about later today, then you guys can basically be able to do this business full time, okay? So that's the case. The next question is, where would you guys love to build your business from? Because some of you guys are here because you love to be able to work from home and spend more time with your family, like Leilani here, and just be there and bug your kids to death and make sure that you're there and they're bugging you every day. Or for the rest of you guys, maybe you guys want to be able to travel and be able to make money. And the great thing about this business is you can be able to do this full time. All you need is a laptop and a phone, guys, and you can literally do this business from anywhere. I'm going to publish now, and I love it. Today, for the first time, we broke the 50-50 barrier. I love it. So 6 out of 10 of you guys, almost every time, Leilani knows, it's about 50-50. This is the first time it's been overwhelmingly people from home. So that's great, guys. So I'm going to show you guys how you can literally do this business from home or if you like to travel, either one. Okay? So thanks, guys, for being able to share that. I'm going to close this out. So who's this business good for? Overall, tell your boy to stop posting on Facebook while I'm on a webinar. Thank you. So while we're at a common vision, what is this all about? Well, overall, our number one common theme in our business is about time freedom. Because let's face it, unless you get the time freedom, you're not going to have the ability to do everything else you do. So who are the people we want to help? Our big passion is helping people to fire their bosses. That's like really big. Because what we want to do is have you guys be your own boss. I mean, how many of us can relate to that? How many of you would love to fire your boss? Raise your hand. So as you guys are going to see, our major goal is to help anybody be able to fire their boss in 6 months or less. A lot of our members are doing it within 90 days. Some of you guys are business owners that have been looking for the model that we have, because right now, we all know traditional business, you got to manage employees, you got these physical products, you got inventory, and then you got to commute to an office every day, and you got all the headaches and the hassles. And so we want to show you guys really a business model that's much better than that. And retirees, for some of you guys, we all know that retirees right now, their number one fear is running out of money before they finish. Basically, they want to make sure they don't run out of money. And second is death, which is pretty funny to me. And the people are living about 35 years longer than they used to. So what we're going to show you is how you can supplement in your income and how you can make sure that those golden years are actually golden. So in order for us to basically now and cater this presentation to those who are on the line, we love to hear from you guys. What is your primary motivation for wanting to build a business? Is it because you guys want to spend more time with your family? Is it because you want to be able to fire your boss? Are you guys business owners who are really truly looking for a business model where you are able to get that time freedom? Or are you guys retirees wanting to make sure that golden years are golden? Or are you guys just here wanting to supplement your income? Now, I know that like for some of you guys, there might be a few of these, but what I love for you guys to do is pick the one that most relates to you. Like as soon as you see that, you're like, yeah, Alex, like I really want to freaking fire my boss. I cannot wait to get rid of this guy, and so I can be able to spend more time with my family. Whatever that might be, that's great. Go ahead and do that now, and we're going to finish this out, and let's publish this. Awesome. And it's so about 30% of you guys want to be able to spend more time with family. 2 out of 10 want to fire your boss. We got a lot of business owners on the line today, 25% and 36% retirees. Okay, great. And 22 want to supplement their income. Okay, perfect, guys. Thank you so much for participating, so I know how to cater to this presentation. Fantastic. Okay, so guys, here's what you're going to learn by the end of this webinar. I'm going to share with you guys our online business and really why. Not only do you want to build an online business because it gives you all the freedom of what you want to do, why, but also why the best way to build an online business is to do a franchise-like system. What does that mean? Well, think about a franchise. What do you guys think of? You think of McDonald's, right? So what would McDonald's tell you? McDonald's would tell you, listen, if you build a business right here and you sell these products and you sell to these demographics, you're going to get these results. We have a success blueprint, and we've tested it time and time again. So as long as you do that, that's what you're going to get. Well, guess what? We've done the same thing in the last 2 years online. We have certain text, emails, certain things that go out, and it works. So what we've done is instead of you having to go learn it, we want you to just copy our model. And so that's why our business is very franchise-like. It's a lot easier to do. And the first secret I'm going to prove to you guys is why you want to have that to begin with. Then I'm going to get right into the tactics and strategies and show you how an 84-year-old made over 10K in his first 30 days without any marketing skills because he had the products ready to go, even though he hates to sell, and how you can too. And then I'm going to share with you guys how even if you don't have a lot of time, you can start this business with 10 hours a week and be able to build it up to 30 hours a week. And the best part, you can start with no money down with our other people's money system. Okay? So let's get right into it about why you guys want to have a franchise-like system. In order to do that, the best way I can tell you this is I know you guys heard about my success story, but I really want you to get an understanding of where this all started. So 2 years ago, I basically started out in Dallas, Texas, moved out to California. I dreamt about moving to California. My fiance was from Canada. I said, we're moving to Texas. She said, no, we're not. So we decided to move to California. It's pretty much where we had. Unfortunately for me, what does a guy do when he's 39 years old, only has $462 in his account? Well, he moves in with mom, right? So essentially, you guys can see this is my mom's condo. And you can tell this is my, I basically took up a room above my mom's condo. And you guys can tell how beautiful and immaculate this room is because this is my mom's wonderful flower sheets. This is how closed off it is because we had no view. And at the end of the day, I was so broke I couldn't afford a TV, but I had a desk. I had a desk and a dream of wanting to build a better life. And fortunately for me, in a span of 2 months, I went from making 0 to 6 figures, launching a private equity, and you would think that would be the dream, right? You're like, Alex, great, you finally got the dream. You're making 6 figures a year, right? Wrong, because I was traveling 42 out of 52 weeks of the year. I wanted to spend more time with my fiance, and I never got a chance to see her. So she would basically call me and say, hey, baby, can we go spend time with my family in Vancouver? And I would tell her no. And she's like, well, you know, your family just called us, wants us to come down to Dallas. Can we do that? And I said, no. And so every time she would ask me stuff, I basically always had to tell her no. And I really got tired of saying no. And I don't know how many of you guys can relate to that. Raise your hand if you guys can kind of relate to that. Like, every time you really want to do something in your life, you can't do it because you've got to work. Or you got to go spend, you know, I always say you're spending 60 hours with all the wrong people because all the people that you really don't like because you want to spend time with your family and your kids and all the people that you really actually love. So raise your hand if you guys can be able to relate to that. So awesome. All the hands are going up. Cool. Thank you, guys. So that was really what I was going through. And I think really the final fuse that kind of blew blew my head at the end of the day was when I was in New York. I was trying to, what do we do as guys when we can't basically make it home on time and do all the things? We try to make it all up in one weekend on our anniversary, and that's exactly what I was trying to do with her. So what happened was I had planned out this really extravagant, romantic, like 2-day weekend with her to basically make it up to her, right? And then in order to do that, though, I had to fly back from New York to Chicago to be able to get home in time for us to go on this romantic trip. And guess what? The flight took off late in New York. I got stuck in a layover in Chicago. And at the end of the day, I was sitting there in Chicago having to text her yet again and tell her that I wasn't going to be able to make it. So right then and there, I just decided, you know what, this is the last time I'm going to tell her no. I'm done with that. I'm tired of saying no to everything that I actually want in my life because I've got to work or I've got to do all these other things. So what I decided to do, very simply, was develop out a business, thanks to all the private equity skills that we had, a business model that actually met my lifestyle and not the other way around. And fortunately for me, I look at over 200 business models, so we're able to see what are some of the common characteristics of some of the best models that are out there, right? And so this is what we discovered. You really need to have 5 things in your business model for it to work. Number 1, you got to have 5 figures a month. Because let's face it, folks, if you guys aren't making at least $10,000 a month, we all need that in order for us to be able to not only make enough money, but also to make extra money for us to be able to put away. Short learning curve, which means you're getting up and going. you can copy our model without having to learn a lot. Excuse me. Working less than 20 hours a week. If you guys are working more than 20 hours a week, you're going to always be trading time for dollars. That's not going to work. Break even within 60 days, and overall 20, 30, or 50,000 a month. So once you make 10,000 a month, I wanted to be able to have the ability to grow that business over 20, 30, 50, kind of like what Leilani shared. You know, she had a $60,000 month. To be able to do that, but the key is to do that all in less than 20, 30 hours a week. So what are all the models that are out there? Well, a job, we all know, as long as you're trading life for dollars, it's not going to work. Traditional business, you really become an employee in your own business. And for those of you, the 25% are on the line right now, own a traditional business, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Because at the end of the day, you have to commute to an office, you got employees and headaches. And for us, I deal with company owners who are doing $1 to $5 million businesses. And every day, I feel more like a psychotherapist because they're coming to me complaining, saying, Alex, the whole reason why I started my business was to get time freedom with my family, and now all I'm doing is I'm stuck in my business. So that's the reason why I knew this model wouldn't work. MLM, network marketing, the bottom line is as long as you're selling a $20 or $500 product, for you to get to 10,000, it would take you anywhere from 20 to 200 sales for you to make 10,000 a month. And not to mention, less than 1% of MLMers ever make over $1,000 ever. And Leilani can attest to that. So that's not a great model. Startups, basically, you're going to go 2 to 3 years without ever making money, so not a great model. And internet marketing is a great concept because you can start making money online. The challenge is it's going to take you about 6 to 12 months to learn everything. And we know you guys don't have the time. Here's the key. I know you guys are coming home. You got kids screaming. You don't have the time to go learn everything. So why not just copy what we're doing? And in order to have the success and get up to 10,000 a month, so then you can go and fire your boss and then be able to do this full time, okay? And for business owners, that means you can fire yourself as a business owner, because that's a great thing. So we put all those 5 components into our 8-figure dream lifestyle. And what's great, guys, is when you plug in, you're literally copying our business. And what does that mean? That means you guys now got a business model that allows you to do this. You can spend time with your family. Being able to travel. What's so great is my fiance's family lives in Vancouver. We go up there now for a month in July, spend time with them, and because I have a laptop and a phone, you can literally do this business from anywhere. And in the month of December, we went and traveled to 3 countries in 3 weeks. Always wanted to go travel to Asia. Our plan is to have kids this year, and we know it's going to be really hectic to have to take kids on a 20-hour flight, so we decided to go ahead and go do it this year. And so we had a chance to go to beautiful Thailand. We went to an island where James Bond was filmed his great movie, like I think it was the Golden, forgot what it's called, Golden Fingers or something. So that was awesome. We went to Bali, staying at really awesome resorts, and on this one right here, stayed at one of the most beautiful resorts out in Vietnam. I mean, unbelievable hotel. And as you guys saw, while we were gone, we actually made over $50,000. Now, that's the ideal business model. How many of you guys would love to go on vacation, come back, and have made $50,000 while you were gone, spending time with your family, the people that you love, and your business is still rocking? Raise your hand. Awesome. So that's essentially what that's the reason why you guys want to have that business. Okay. So now, guys, raise your hand if you guys can now see the reason why you guys want to have an online business, and also you want to have an online franchise, so it's really easy to do, and you can get started and start making money quickly. Raise your hand if you guys can see that. Okay, cool. All right, so now let's get to the tactics and strategies. So here's the key. And there's 2 secret wealth strategies on how you can make 10K a month in less than 20 hours. And the first one is automation. The first one is what? Automation. Because let's face it, the only way you're going to be able to free up your time is if you guys are able to do it in 20 hours or doing it in 20 hours or less per week. So you're going to notice we have a marketing that's going to get you 50 leads. Once they come in, you're going to invite them to a webinar that's going to explain the presentation. Afterwards, we have a mentoring system. So we have a lot of automation in place. And for everything we can't automate, we outsource. We what? We outsource. So maybe you're like me, you're not technically savvy. So what we do is when you have 50 leads a day, what are you going to do? We have somebody that we train that's overseas. They're called virtual assistants, or VAs for short. And they're literally trained that will listen to all your messages, transcribe them into a report, so all that stuff is actually done for you. So, guys, that's how you basically minimize your time, and those are the two key ingredients to our business model. So, speaking of automation, I'm going to stick true to form here, and I'm going to have the automation explain this business to you for the next 10 minutes. So for the next 10 minutes, we're going to have explain how you guys make money. After that, what I'm going to do is come back, and then we're going to get right into, I'm going to show you guys how we get 50 leads a day into our business. After that, I'm going to show you how you guys can use our Present For You webinars to not have to do any of the selling for people who hate to sell. And then we're going to show you our mentoring community system that's been, I would say, the primary ingredient why so many of our members have had success. Now, I want to make sure you guys can see the screen here. So I'm going to open this up in a second. So, by the way, on the volume, I'm going to have this on full. If you guys cannot hear this, for logistics, just turn up the volume on your computer and you guys will be able to see it, okay? And hear it. Here we go.
You are making high six-figure incomes on proven, high-ticket digital products that they don't have to touch, store, or even ship. You're going to learn how thousands of people just like you are able to watch this same video and go on to earn more money in a few months than they did in a year at their old job without having to do presentations or convincing people to buy anything. We take the same business model that's been working for over a century for the world's top franchises and apply it to the largest growing demographic in the world. The rest is an automated system in which 90% of the work is done for you. We have the products, we have the system, and we have the global network. All you do is follow the duplicatable system and get paid. I'm going to explain the simple steps that you need to take in order to become another top earner. You could be doing the same thing they're doing, pulling in 5 to 6 figures a month like clockwork. Anyone can do this. You see, when you sign up, you instantly gain access to our proven lead and traffic sources. These are the very same resources all of our top income earners are using. Here's the thing. You could actually be one of those leads. You're here right now because you're part of the sales process. Probably because you had expressed an interest in making money from home. You saw an advertisement, or it could be one of many reasons. But here you are on the final leg of the process, watching this presentation right now, which has been proven to convert thousands of people just like you into a brand new associate. Now, once you make that decision, then a world of possibilities opens up for you. Direct sales. You'll receive 100% of the commissionable sales that you make, between $2,000 and $22,000. Now, I want you to imagine something right now. I want you to imagine that by utilizing our highly effective marketing resources, you start getting prospects into your marketing funnel, putting leads in front of this presentation, and having people wanting to join your team. Now, let's not hype the situation like so many companies do. Let's say that only one of those people each week decides to make a purchase and join your team. For the sake of illustration, imagine that you sell one product package a week at $2,000. This will give you a minimum income of $104,000 a year. That's $8,000 a month. Stop right now and envision what that kind of money could do for you. How many desires would you be able to fulfill? How many dreams would you be able to dust off that you don't allow yourself to think about anymore? What would you do with that kind of money today? By the way, the chances of everyone just buying our lowest package is quite slim to say the least. Typically, 80% of our first-time buyers purchase a $6,500 product package. What could you do with that money? Plus, you're doing this without having to convince anybody of anything, without having to set up a store as you would with a regular franchise, and by simply following our system step by step and letting us do 90% of the work for you. Even when you're essentially having your worst week, you're still making more than most people who work full-time. The amazing thing is that there are actually 4 ways to earn, and I've only explained the first way. The other 3 are even more exciting. Remember how I showed you that even with basic sales, you could still be making $100,000+ a year? Well, that's just the first way you can make money with the business. You're up and running within 24 hours. You never have to wait to get paid, as you're always paid directly, and you have a full global team supporting you. First of all, there are 5 product packages that you get to keep 100% of the commissionable sales. The first is the basic package, which costs $2,000 plus a $195 license fee and allows you to earn $2,000 per sale. The second is the builder package, which costs $3,500 plus a $295 license fee and allows you to earn $3,500 per sale. The third is the advanced package, which costs $6,500 plus a $395 license fee and allows you to earn $6,500 per sale. The fourth is the Pro package, which costs $12,500 plus a $445 license fee and allows you to earn $12,500 per sale. And finally, the fifth is the VIP package, which costs $22,000 plus a $495 license fee and allows you to earn $22,000 per sale. Now, the 4 ways to get paid are direct sales, we've already covered that, qualifying sales, roll-up sales, and upgrades. Now, to understand the 4 ways you earn, you have to know how a profit center works. You see, when you purchase a product package, your very first sale bypasses you and goes to the person who sent you here. This is called your qualifying sale, and it only happens once. Now, here's the exciting part. Not only do you get 100% of every sale you make after your initial qualifying sale, you also get 100% of each new associate's qualifying sale. Let's use the $3,500 product package as an example for potential earnings. One of your leads named Nicole buys a $3,500 package. First, you receive 100% of this sale. Next, Nicole makes her first qualifying sale for a $3,500 package from Ted. You also receive 100% of that sale for a total of $7,000. Now, Nicole's qualifying sale, Ted, takes his place in your business. When he makes his first qualifying sale, you receive 100% of that sale as well. You've now earned a total of $10,500. The process goes on and on. This is called a profit center, and it pays to infinity. So, after a single sale, you could see money coming in on a continual basis over and over again because each profit center will pass a sale to you. And there's no limit on this. Imagine having 5, 10, or even 20 more profit centers. To put this into perspective, let's say you get 4 $3,500 sales in your first month. That's $14,000 a month or $168,000 a year. Not too bad. Now, let's say that all 4 of those sales make their first qualifying sale within that first month at $3,500 each. You would make another $14,000, not counting any personal business you generate. Now, this repeats itself in 3 months, and another $14,000 is yours as you help build your team. Now you're starting to get the picture. The first way you earn is through direct sales, and the second is through passed-up qualifying sales. Let's look at the other 2 ways you can earn. Whenever one of your qualified associates owns a package for less than the amount of the sales they make, you get paid the difference. For example, if you qualified at the $6,500 advanced associate package and you have a qualified person at the $3,500 package in your team, and they sell a $6,500 package, they will get $3,500 and you will get the $3,000 difference. The final way you make money, which could be considered as passive, is through upgrades. Although 80% of our members start at either $3,500 or $6,500 product packages, many quickly begin earning money and upgrade to a higher package. Let's say you're at the $22,000 VIP package, and an associate under you advances from $6,500 to the $22,000 package. They would pay you the difference, which would be $15,500. Let's look at this again. You have 4 ways to earn money, 3 of which do not directly involve you at all. 1, personal sales, 2, qualification sales, 3, roll-up sales, and 4, upgrades. By now, you should be getting the idea of the kind of immense earnings that you're able to make. This is your golden opportunity to finally obtain the extra income and wealth that you need in order to experience the time and freedom that you desire. You only pay once, and you own your own business. After your first sale, you get to keep 100% of your commissions. That's better than any traditional franchise opportunity out there where a huge chunk of money goes back to corporate every single month. Not only that, but you can operate this business from literally anywhere in the world where you have an internet connection. Here's the crux of the matter. It's the easiest, fastest, most lucrative method that you're going to come across for making money right now. Not 3 months from now, not 2 weeks from now, but potentially within days. It's designed to actually give you the lifestyle that most people only dream about. See you on the inside.
Awesome. So you guys can see that's the automation literally in place. So how many of y'all love to have that video explain the business for you while you can do other things, right? Yes. So that's the idea, guys, is that you don't have to always be there to be able to do everything, right? So now we're going to get right into it, and I'm going to share with you guys. Now we're going to start going and showing you guys what we do every day, okay? So I just want to make sure everybody kind of raise your hands if you guys can see my screen. I just want to do this real quick. Raise your hand if you guys can see my screen. 10 reasons why my figure lifestyle dream works. Okay, cool. So that's working. Just want to make sure that we got that working. I'm sorry, guys, on the black. I know on the side of the screen it's kind of black, so I'm gonna minimize that window so you guys can see everything. Okay. So number one thing, it's a proven business model that's very franchise-like. So as I mentioned to you, why is this so cool? Because guys, most of the time when people want to start generating income online, they don't know where to start, right? Like, where do I start? How do I get the marketing? How do I get the products? I mean, I don't know what to do. So what we have is like a franchise-like business where we already have all these things in place: the marketing, the products, everything from beginning to end. And even if you don't like to sell, we have that. So all you have to do is just take our results, what we've done, take our success blueprint, copy what we're doing, and that's what we're going to show you today. So how many of you guys would love to see our 50 leads a day system? 50 leads hitting your account every day. Raise your hand. Awesome. And I can't bring that menu down, so I'm just going to assume all your hands are up like they usually are in every webinar. So here's the cool part. As you guys saw, 90% of you guys, yes, 90% came through our automated system. So if that's the case, is how do we market? We market by email, text, and dialing, all three. And what's so good, we have a simple 4-step system. The first one is basically just to run your automated marketing system. Guys, you can literally set this the night before or the morning of, go to work, come back, and you're going to have 50 leads a day waiting for you. So let me show you how we did this today. And so I just logged into one of my systems. You're going to hear me say systems a lot today because that's pretty much what we have in place, which is also how you minimize your effort and your time. So I'm going to go here and just have you take a look. So we had today. I'm just trying to pick one where I actually marketed for a day so you guys can see it. Okay, here we go. Trying to get back to. So here's February the 2nd. If you guys will take a look. So how many of y'all can see here? It says February 2nd, 6:45 a.m. with the date and timestamp. Can you guys see that? Awesome. And we got everybody and their grandmothers texting me right now. All right, sorry. So I got to remind myself to turn off Facebook when I'm on here. So here we go. You got one. Just count these leads with me, guys. So here's one at 6:45 a.m. And so I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. If you guys notice, I've already got 30 leads, and it's only been 2 hours since I started marketing, right? 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, and we're just going to go 52, 54, 56, 58, 60, 62, 64, 66. You guys getting the idea? Pretty cool, huh? 68, 70, 72, 74, 76, 78. So 78 messages for the day. Now, guys, what I want you to understand is I wasn't out there trying to figure out everything. I didn't have this huge thing where I was trying to figure out. All I did was log into my site. I set the date for that day. I always say set it and forget it. That's all you need to do. Set it, forget it, go to work, come back, the leads are going to be there waiting for you, okay? So how many of y'all can do what I just did? How many of y'all can log into a system? Set the date, press save. Can everybody do that? Congratulations, you're marketing. So that's essentially what we do. That's why we save between copying and versus you having to learn how to market. We already have that in place for you, okay? So that's pretty cool, right? So now I'm going to share with you guys, that's step one, when the leads come in. So now let's talk about what happens once the lead comes in. So raise your hand, guys, if you guys can love that. You're like, yes, Alex, I can see now how I can market 50 leads a day with very minimal effort. I don't have to learn everything. Awesome. Okay, cool. So now I'm going to show you guys the second aspect of that. So what happens once they come in? Well, we've got a lot of other systems. So this one's our texting system, and all you're going to be doing is basically being able to log in and invite people out to our next webinar, because that's the next step, right? Most people hate to sell, so we help you guys with regards to that. So I just logged into my Texter. I'm just going to pick one. We're going to give you a virtual number, so you guys don't have to come up with one. The system automatically picks one for you. And then I'm just going to send out all the information to my contacts, all the contacts. Now, you have 50 leads. We know you guys are busy, so your next thing is like, Alex, how do I listen to all these messages? Well, that's where the outsourcing comes in, right? We have a VA that actually listens to all your messages, transcribes them, puts it into a spreadsheet for you, so you guys don't have to do that. And then when you're following up, they also take all that information and they plug it into your texting system for you. So all you have to do is come back when you finish work, put in all contacts. I'm going to click on now. Let's say I want to send a text to everybody that left me a message and simply invite them out to the webinar. So I'm going to click on templates. And here's the cool part, guys. This is why we say it's like a franchise. We know what text works. So wouldn't it be cool when you join a business, you got all the text that already works, so you don't have to try to figure it out? Yes. So that's what we have. So check this out. I'm just going to pick one of the texts. Go ahead and put the first name in there. And what that does is just basically adds their first name to the text. So I'm just going to put that. So that's it. It copies it for me. Now, here's what goes out on your behalf. It says, hey, let's say the guy's name is Tom. Hey, Tom, this week my team and I are hosting several powerful webinars showing you how you can earn $250,000 or more in 2017 using our lead sources and automate system. Would you like to jump on a webinar this week? And click on send. And guys, when you do that, the texting automatically sends it out. If you guys take a look, I sent this out yesterday. 32 were sent, 32 were delivered, 103 were sent, and all I did was click this button. So raise your hand if you guys can do what I just did. Log into the texting system, copy a template, press send now. Can everybody do that? Yes! So guys, I just want you to realize over 30% of our group are retirees, so we understand not everybody's very technically savvy. So what we developed with all our systems, we made them clickable. So all you have to do is be able to log in and make it clickable, and you guys can be able to do the marketing here. It literally is that easy. Okay? So the third one on how to invite people, you guys talked about an email system, because some of you are here from email. How about if I develop something that's just completely automated? Would that be okay with you guys, where you guys don't even have to do anything, it just kind of runs it itself? Is that all right? Awesome. So let me show you that. So that's our email system. And so this is how we set this up. And I'm going to log into my system. And so you guys would have an account like this. So every account I just want you guys would get a copy of our texting, our email, all the same things. So that's why it's making it easy, where you don't have to go learn everything. You're just copying it, okay? So with that said, once you guys have someone leaves you a message, they usually leave their name, their phone number, their email. So your virtual assistant listens to it and then automatically plug it into our email system. When they do that, how would you guys like it if we had, 8 emails that were all written by the co-founders, and it explains the 7 reasons why most people fail, with videos that educates them on why they would need to have all 7 of these systems, and it's already in place for you. I mean, I would love that. Where you have texting and email templates that are already written for you. You guys don't have to worry about it. Yes, so that's what we have. So, so I'm going to show you guys what they would get. So once they leave an email, they automatically get plugged in and they start getting emails like this from you. So it says, hey, and it's their first name. So again, let's say the guy's name is, let's say it's Angela. Hey, Angela, thanks for responding to our ad. And this is about how you can make 5 to 10,000 every 10 to 14 days. How you can get up and running 10,000 in 30 days and do it in less than 20 hours. Guys, just imagine, these are going out on your behalf, okay? They're already pre-written. We've already tested it. We know it works. So once you guys plug in, again, it's already there. And we say, we're going to show you guys proof after proof, case study after case study, and now it's over 30 and growing, of people that have literally made 6 figures in our business. And the 7 reasons why people fail and how we developed a system for each one of these adversities that people face. So we're going to send you those emails. The first one's going to be a video about our 50-day elite system. So then they get this next email on your behalf. And what's so cool is when they go click on this, we talk about how do we generate 50 leads a day. They're going to be able to go click on it, automatically open up the email, and then here's an email of the videos that we basically put together as co-founders, where we explain to them a little bit about how we do 50 leads.
That I don't know and drive traffic to my website or to your business. So with that, there's nobody better.
So check this out.
Oh my God, how am I ever going to do this? I don't have a list of people. I don't know who I'm going to talk to. And what I did is I just followed the simple system, and I was able to generate leads. What you're looking at here is a list that I just...
So guys, how cool is this piece? So you've got basically an educational 5-minute video. If you know, it's all professionally done with the music and everything. All this is going out on your behalf. It's going out to your people, right? So your prospects. So how many of y'all love that? Where it's pretty automated, it's already in place for you, right? So guys, that comes with the system. And unfortunately, I can't look at all the hands up because I don't want to have that menu bar block the screen. But that's the basics of it, okay? So I'm going to go back to this now. So now you guys can see how we market, the reason why we're able to get 50 leads a day. I just proved that to you. And then the next part is the time. We call it our 4-2-1 system. You log into your automated marketing system, and literally 10 hours a week. That's the reason why most people are able to do 10 hours, guys, because you set your automated marketing system, you're able to send out the text and the emails, and you're able to do that in less than 10 hours a week, and you can build this up to 10K a month very quickly in less than 30 days, okay? So how many, I think you guys get it, right? And I just want to make sure. How many of you guys, by show of hands, like, get the fact that it's pretty simple? It's not rocket science, right? Raise your hand. If you guys get it, let me bring all the hands down. How many of y'all get it? Like, this is very simple. Like, you guys can do what I just did, right? Because I didn't get a chance to do that earlier. Awesome. Okay, cool. So I want to make sure that you guys were able to see that. So now, let's go ahead and continue. Let's talk about our next. So now, I shared with you guys how you market. So you're like, okay, Alex, I can see how I market, and I can see I can do this in 10 hours a week. But then again, you know, where am I driving them to? Who's doing the presentations? Well, how about if the co-founders, we do a present for you, 4 live webinars a week, and we have an auto conversion funnel that just, guys, it's been crushing it. I'm going to show you that by the end of the webinar. Basically, 90% of the work for you is done, and the mentors close the deals for you. So how cool is that? So I'm going to show you that here before the end of the webinar. So now let's talk about the product. So overall, people are, okay, so what about the products though? You know, I don't have to come up with my own products. The answer is no, because we've already thought of that too. So how does that work? So if you're going to market products, here's the key, what most people do when they do online. All right, so here's what I want to share with you guys. Most people go online and they go, oh, I'm going to go develop my passion. They go take a course. It takes them 8 weeks to figure it out. And then they go try to market it. That's the wrong way to do a business. What if we just stop reinventing the wheel? Why don't we just find out what's already popular in the market and then basically take those products, license them, private label them, and which is what we've done with 8-Figure Dream Lifestyle. We've gone and negotiated, got the best products in the problem. We license them, and they're exclusively offered through 8-Figure Dream Lifestyle, right? So what kind of products? They're digital products. And again, why would you want to reinvent the wheel, right? So why would you guys want to have digital products? Because from a business model standpoint, the products are made once, and they're on digital. So what does that mean, digital? How many of you guys have heard of Netflix? Raise your hand. Yeah, so Netflix, you have videos and audio training and audio courses. They're online. You can click a button. You can watch it on your TV or on your laptop, right? Well, imagine the same thing, except video and audio courses are actually teaching you on how to double and triple your marketing, right? So why does digital great? No recurring marketing costs, no employees, no headaches, no fuss. So what kind of digital products would be the best ones to market? Well, as I mentioned to you, why reinvent the wheel? Why don't we just focus on the top 3 selling items on Amazon and just go license those categories? So what are those? Personal development, sales and marketing, leadership training. And so now, as I mentioned to you, I'm not much for BS. So instead of just telling you, why don't I just show you guys? And the best way to do that is to take a tour of our back office so you guys can see what you guys would be getting as well. So what I'm going to show you is basically the sales and tracking inventory system that if you guys were going to go build this by yourselves, it would cost you over 10 grand. But we have a one-time admin fee where you guys can basically get all this in place for $200 to $500 admin fee. So now I want you guys to pay attention here to two things here. Number one, you get a sales tracking. It automatically tracks all your sales. It tells you the total number of associates in your business. So again, if you look at this, guys, it's 911,000, and then you got 57 sales, right? If you divide 911 by 57, you're going to notice in my case, it's over $17,000 or $16,000, something like that, per sale. So you have all this in track. So again, just imagine where you make one sale and it makes you easily over 10 grand, right? Imagine what that would do for you in your life. So what's so great is the system automatically tracks that for you, okay? So now I'm going to cover the products. Now, for the sake of the webinar, I don't have time to go through every single product of what we have. So after this, if you guys have questions, your sponsor is going to send you a link where you guys can look at every single product and see the value behind it, right? But overall, I want you guys just to look at, obviously the way it works is if you have the licensing at $6,500, you're going to get the $2,000 to $3,500 package as part of the $6,500. If you get the 22, it includes all the products, okay, of every package. So now, if you look at the $6,500, what is it? Well, these products are all about how to double and triple your business through online marketing. Okay, so is online marketing important? Can we all agree that Yellow Pages are like extinct right now, right? In fact, everybody is marketing online. Over 3 million businesses now have switched to marketing on Facebook because that's where everybody has gone. They're all on social media. That's where you find business owners today, right? So wouldn't it be cool if business owners today knew exactly how to market and double or triple their sales? So when you guys get the products, here's how it works. You buy the product package, you get the licensing behind that product. What that means now is that when you buy it, you have 100% rights to resell. And so if you buy it at $6,500, you can resell it over and over and over and over again, and yet you don't have another cost on the business side because you already own it. So that's why we love the licensing. It's better than affiliate. We only make 50%. Here you make 100%, and you're able to make it over and over again. So are the products valuable? Yes. So who do you market to? There's two people you can market to. One is you can just market the product to an end user. We don't recommend that because that's kind of like owning a franchise and selling one sandwich at a time, right? But can you do that? Yes. So if we market to an end user, how would that work? So let's just take a look at one of these products, Facebook. So in order to market to an end user, we know tons of businesses today that would love to be able to generate money online, right? So this one course teaches anybody how they can get up and start a Facebook account on business, how you can actually drive traffic to people in your local area, and how you can actually start making sales from that, okay? So is it valuable? Absolutely. I took this to my brother. He owns a restaurant in Dallas, and this is an example how you market to an end user. I said, hey, bro, you need to, you have no Facebook visibility whatsoever. What if you can basically market to your 10-mile demographics, just put out a coupon saying if you buy one, get one free, come to my restaurant. So that's what he did through this course. And this is how it's set up, and for the purpose of time,
hello and welcome to
obviously we have no time to go through the entire course, but I'm just going to show you here. So what he was able to do, so he was able to get page likes. After he got people to like it, he ran an offer with a coupon, and then he got people to start coming into his business. And lo and behold, once he put up his campaign, the next part is what?
So before you can actually create your Facebook ad campaign, you will want to know your demographics.
So it showed him the demographics of people that he wanted to market to, which was a 10-mile perimeter in his case. And then after he set up everything by the end of it, once he got the marketing campaign to perform, what's the next thing you want to do?
Hello and welcome to video number 9, conversion tips. Congratulations.
So that showed him how to scale it and make it bigger. Now, here's the cool part. He paid $6,500 for a course, and just from the Facebook alone. He didn't do anything else, just the Facebook course. He took his business from 100 friends on Facebook to 3,000 friends, and he started making, instead of making, was it $40,000 a month, he was making $100,000 a month. So let me ask you guys, would you guys pay $6,500 to increase your business by $60,000 in revenue a month? Is that pretty good? Yes, right? So are the products valuable? Absolutely, guy. It teaches people how to generate more money because at the end of the day, what does every business want to do? They want to double and triple their income. Now, do you want to do that, market to an end user? You could, but what we do was we market the system, okay? Because to us, at the end of the day, the system gives you everything. It's going to give you the marketing, the emails, everything in place, so you're not having to worry about marketing to an end user. So when someone comes in, they know exactly how to market, and they can market out the entire business. So would you guys want to, if you had a franchise, would you guys want to market one sandwich at a time, or would you guys rather have 10 Subway franchises where you're selling millions of sandwiches? Raise your hand if you guys would rather have the second one. It's just common sense, right? So that's the reason why we market the system. So now, to show you guys more on the sale, that's a little bit about the products. On the sales tracking, here's how cool it is. Because you guys own the licensing, people send you the money directly. So there's no middleman. The money comes to you, and then once you receive the funds, you're able to go in your back office and simply click confirm. And again, I wanted to show you, no BS. These are all the $6,500 sales. What I love about it is you guys take a look. Where are most of my sales? 12,005. In fact, if you just take a look, it's been what? It's only been 4 days in February, right? So there's $25,000, guys, just in February. That's just now. What did we do in January? Well, you guys can basically take a look. January was a 12.5, and we had 112.5, and then here we go. And so for those of you who are wondering if we do a lot of 12.5 and 22,000 sales, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 122 plus 12.5, so that's 100 and what? 35,000? So does it work? Yes. Do a lot of people get started at those levels? Yes. So I just wanted you guys to be able to see that. And then once somebody gets started with you, do I have a member I haven't confirmed yet? Let me just take a look. I think I got one somewhere here. There it is. So when somebody comes on, once you receive the funds, this is all you have to do. You go click on confirm. You basically click on submit here, and what it does is automatically sends them the products, and it sends them the username and login so they can essentially get onto their system. So no inventory, no hassles, no headaches, guys. Everything is right there for them. So we handle the entire sales tracking, and everything is in place with you automated. You can keep track of your sales, all that for a one-time admin fee. So how many of y'all love that, where you got no worries about having to ship products out, no drop shipping, none of the headaches that normally comes with that business? Raise your hand. Awesome, guys. I'm glad you guys can see the value there. So now that you guys can see the product side and the sales tracking side, now we're going to keep moving. So you earn 100% commissions because, again, you guys own the licensing, so the money comes directly to you. The no middleman, which is the greatest part about our business. And for the purposes of taxes, we basically have CPA consultants you guys can, whether you have your own or we have some within our community that you guys can hire, they'll show you guys how you can maximize your deductions and minimize your taxes, okay? So now, let's talk about support. So this is the funniest part to me because there's a lot of systems out there, and I call them check collectors, right? There's a lot of people that basically, they'll say, hey, come join the business, and you send them the funds, and you never hear from them again, okay? How many of y'all can relate to that? Raise your hand if you guys ever had that experience, okay? So what we have is a very, very different model. We have a really cool mentoring system. So when you guys get started, how many of you guys would love it if you guys had at least one mentor? One mentor that was making $30K a month, like Leilani, who would take 30 minutes out of their day, and they would be able to come on a training call, and they would not only train you guys, but they would actually go in and address any of your questions. How would y'all love that one mentor, 30K a month, that comes back, and you guys have your own mentor? How cool would that be? Raise your hand. Okay, cool. So how many? I gotta be able to see this because it's hard. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to block the screen a little bit. Kind of hard to tell. All right, so how many of y'all would love to have at least, okay, so one mentor is not enough for you guys. I don't see all the hands up. How many of y'all love to have two mentors? Two mentors that would essentially help you guys, that make over 30K a month. And they're basically people who started a business maybe a few months ago, and yet they're over 30K a month to be able to help you. Raise your hand. Still not all the hands. Really? Okay, how many of y'all love to have three mentors? Three mentors that would literally jump on a call. 30 minutes a day. They're available for you. Raise your hand. They're there to train you, make sure you guys are successful, and address all your questions. Seriously, not all your hands are up. All right, 4 mentors. 4 mentors a week, guys. 4 different mentors. Come on, guys. I better start seeing the hands go up. Raise your hand. I want to start seeing them. Man, you guys drive a hard bargain. Okay, this is my last one. Like some of you guys, like, yes, me. That's awesome. Okay. All right. 5 mentors. This is my final. By the way, this is my final offer. So you guys better take this. 5 different mentors that you guys would be able to have. Okay, I start seeing more hands go up. That's awesome, guys. So, guys, here's the key to it, guys and gals. Overall, we're going to give you 5 different mentors who make $30K a month within our business, 5 days a week that you guys are going to be able to jump on a training call, and we even record them. So if you guys are busy at work, you can be able to see that. So why do we do that? Because we know that the reason why most of our members are successful, most reasons why people don't succeed, is because of that support. So you guys are going to have that when you join. And then on top of that, we have a community system. So you guys actually get free access to both our Facebook community as well as our Skype chat community. So if you guys ever have questions, you can go type out your questions, and you're going to notice you're going to get your questions addressed very quickly right off the bat. In fact, I'm going to show you that before we end the webinar here. Not technically savvy, a lot of you guys aren't. Now, you guys saw how simple it is. Literally, our entire system is clickable, right? What I mean by clickable, you guys can log in, click on buttons, and you can do this. So as long as you guys can navigate to websites and you can log in and check your email, you can do this business. But even then, when you guys get started, we have someone on technical support. It's literally available to you guys 8 hours a day. And how many of y'all would love that, to have somebody 8 hours a day available to you, where you don't have to worry if you have any questions, they're there for you. Raise your hand. So, guys, technically savvy, we've got that covered as well. And why do we do what we do? Well, simply because we love helping other people get those same results. As you guys can see here, we've kind of trumped the so far 6 out of 7 reasons why most people fail online, right? So now, guys, raise your hand if you guys can see the value. And so far, I've done 6 out of 7. You're like, Alex, I could totally see myself. If I had the capital, I would totally love to get started in this business. Raise your hand. You guys can see. You can see that we showed you the marketing. We showed you how easy it is, and we even showed you exactly what you do and how the products, everything is in place. Raise your hand. Awesome. So now what I'm going to share with you guys is the money aspect, right? Because a lot of people want to get started. So how can you get started if you don't have the capital? Well, that's where other people's money system comes into play. And to cover that, I'm going to turn it to beautiful Leilani, who's going to share with you guys how you guys can be able to do that.
Awesome, awesome. Thanks, Alex. So you guys are going to have a lot of funding options when you're looking at coming in. You can use cash or check, credit cards, your 401k or your IRA, stocks or investments, your life insurance policy, your equity from your home or your vehicle, personal loans, business loans. You can sell stuff. And I hope that doesn't sound crazy to you, because you are going to have way better stuff after doing this business. I can guarantee you that. And you can look at talking with friends and family. You can partner with someone. But what I want to share with you right now is our finance companies, our other people's money system, which I think is fantastic. That's the main way that a lot of our members have been able to start this business. Right here is the financing site. When you guys are looking at that site, you want to get with your sponsor. They're going to give you the site to get on here and walk you through it. I want to encourage you guys to not try and figure out on your own if you qualify for something. It doesn't make any sense to go about it that way for 2 reasons. One, you may have, great credit and you just don't know it. So give it a shot. And 2, we did have somebody that had 67 infractions that was approved and is doing great. So I just want to share with you guys that you want to definitely get with your sponsor. Even if you do have the money, it's great to use this other people's money system. So there it is.
That's awesome. Thank you, Leilani. So guys, the cool part about this, as Leilani just pointed out, it does not hurt your credit to basically fill it out. It's going to give you your options, and then based on that, we can share it with you guys, like what you guys can qualify for and where you can begin. It's very easy, no hassles, no obligations, and you guys can get the link from your sponsor afterwards. They're going to share with you guys how you can get qualified and be able to get started. So let's cover, thank you, Leilani, for that. Appreciate it. So here's the deal, guys. I just shared with you the 7 reasons why most people fail online and the 7 systems we put in place. So you guys really have 1 or 2 options. You can either go try and figure this out by yourself, and if you did, this is basically what it would cost you. Okay? To get access to preferred tools and software, that alone is about $497. Pre-written email series that's already written out and that we've already done, right? That's about $497. Texting templates that's been tested and proven for the last 2 years, about $500. And guys, forget about the time aspect for a second. I'm just talking about the cost. Forget the fact that we have 2 years of experience already that you guys are copying. I'm just talking about just the true cost of it. Business intro audios that are professionally done. If you notice, it's not my voice, but someone that's professionally done. That's 500. One-on-one quick strategy session with a coach that's already successful, that's here to help you succeed. That's $500. Daily success actives. How many of you would love to have daily success actives where you literally had a checklist and you would go do the checklist and it says, hey, do this, step 1. You say check, and then you do step 2, check. How many of you would love to have that? I'm going to show you that by the end of this webinar, how we have that already in place. That's about 500. Pre-recorded webinar presentations that are done, already done for you. That's about 3,000 if you guys are going to go do it yourself. A high converting funnel with live webinars. I'm going to show you our funnel at the end, which, guys, we started this out at the January, and it's just been crushing it. Our business has grown by 20% because of our auto conversion funnel. So I'm going to share that with you guys before this is done, and it is absolutely awesome. And you guys will actually be able to get a copy of this as part of your system. So that's where 12,500. How do I know? Because that's what we paid to develop it, so you guys could get access to it. Payment and commission system that manages your entire sales and tracking. Well, that would cost you $9,500 if you guys did it yourself, but here it's all part of your admin fee. 24/7 training system that's already in place. That alone is worth $25,000. And having products that are already licensed, we've already got them negotiated. The top 3 best-selling categories on Amazon and then 50 billion, where you don't have to spend. If you guys are going to go try to do that yourself and license them, it might take you months or even years to do it. So to me, that's priceless. And the last, so if you look at, it's over 52,000 that you're looking at, and you get that all for the price of your membership. So you guys can either go do that yourself, or you can just join us. We've already figured out, just copy what we're doing. Okay. So right now, raise your hand if you guys can see right now how, like, you're like, Alex, I get it, I'm in. As long as I qualify, I'm pretty much in. Raise your hand. Awesome. Okay, so now I'm going to share with you guys the bonus. How do I get started quickly? Okay. So when I first started this business, it took me 25 days to get everything set up. So I basically told myself I'm never going to have another member have to worry about that again. So what we have is what we call an onboarding service, which is someone who's a professional who's done this like 50 to 100 times. They basically come on your computer, and it's kind of like a Microsoft technician. Day 1, they basically copy all our texting, our email, and all our systems. Okay. And bear in mind, everything we have, guys, is actually online. It's like cloud-based. It's not something that's on your computer, but we just set up everything for you online, okay? So the first thing you're going to do is just copy all our files. Number 2, then we're going to test it and make sure all your different systems, all these 7 systems are working properly. So by day 5, you're marketing. So guys, if you started on Monday, you guys would literally be marketing by Friday. How many of y'all think that's awesome? Pretty quick, right? We do not mess around. We want to get you guys up and running, start making money right away. So there's not a long period of time you're waiting there so you guys can get up and going. Bonus number 2, you love to make sales, but you hate to sell. How would you love it after the webinar, which is step 3, you're able to follow up with those that are interested, and you have somebody that's already made $30K a month, address their questions, and close those deals for you. How many of you love to have somebody that actually does that for you? How cool would that be? Awesome, right? So most other systems charge for this. They usually charge you a percentage of the commission. Guys, we do it for free. And why do we do that? Because we want you guys to have a lot of success. We know what it's like when we first started this business. So this is like our members giving back. That's a big part of our culture. It's not just about making money. It's about giving back and helping others rise. Because a rising tide raises all ships. So the more people we can get to fire their freaking bosses and do this business, the happier we're going to be. So all that is actually free. It's a part of your system. You never get support, and you want to get a question addressed right away. Well, you guys get free access to both our Skype chat and Facebook community. That's normally $9.97, and we're going to give that to you for free. And here's what I'm going to tell you. 85% of our members love that system the best. In fact, you guys have heard from me. You heard from Leilani. Don't take our word for it. And happy birthday, Annika. One of our members just had a birthday, so hey, guys.
Happy birthday, Annika.
What's your feedback on 8-figure dream lifestyle business? So I'm going to put this here. If I knew how to spell feedback, it would be good. There we go. I know someone's going to. Okay, cool. So we're going to come back to this. We're going to just let that marinate there a little bit and come back, okay? And then we're going to keep going. So you're not very technical. Bonus number 4, as I mentioned to you guys, you get access to our technical support. Free access is normally $9.97. You guys get it for absolutely free. Never get access to the top leaders. As I mentioned to you, you guys get a different mentor each day of the week, Monday through Friday, that makes them available for 30 minutes a day, not only to mentor and train you and make sure that you guys are successful, but also that will address your questions at that time. And for that, guys, it's priceless. I can tell you right now how I went from $462 to multi-7 figures offline and multi-7 figures online now. I had great partners offline that helped me get there. I have 2 incredible business partners or co-founders with 8-Figure Dream Lifestyle who helped me get here. So I can just tell you that that's priceless. And why do you get 5 mentors? Because the old saying is you are the 5 people you hang around the most, right? So if you got 5 people that have really big checking accounts, well, guess what? If you hang around them, your checking account's going to be big too. So what am I doing? I'm giving you 5 big checking accounts. So you guys can hang around them, get mentored by them, so your checking accounts can start matching theirs too, okay? And for that, that's literally priceless. So raise your hand, guys, if you guys can totally see it. Like right now, you're like, Alex, I totally get it. As long as I can get the funding, I'm pretty much in. Raise your hand. Awesome. So guys, listen, here's the last part to this. Ultimate bonus, and this is what we've noticed. People like Leilani and a lot of the people you're going to see here, the reason why they not only got off to a fast start because they came in, they were committed, and they got off to a quick start. So we noticed the people that joined our business the quickest after a webinar were also the ones that were having the highest percentage of success. So we wanted to basically reward that. So here's what we're going to do. From the time you have until Monday midnight. When? Monday midnight. If you guys basically reach back out to your sponsor and you basically either pay for your licensing fee, your admin fee, which is only the $200 or $500, or you fill out our other people's money system. If you do one of those 2 things, we will automatically bump you up to the next level of membership for free in the next 48 hours. So let me tell you what that means, because this is huge. You guys can pay $6,500. It will bump you up to the $12,500 licensing level. So you own the licensing level $12,500. You can make up to $12,500, but only paying $65,000. So you're saving $6,000. So on this level, you can pay $12,500, but you're getting the $22,000 licensing, thereby saving $9,500. But you can make up to $22,000 upon making your qualification sale. So yes, there is a $2,000 and $3,500, but the bonuses only apply for the $6,500 and above. So if you guys notice here, it says once qualified. What does a qualification mean? Well, I equate that similar to like a franchise. If you guys notice, we're setting up, you're copying our entire success blueprint. You're going to copy our 50 leads a day system. You're going to copy our present for you. We're going to present for you. We're even going to close the deals for you. For all the things that we're doing, we're going to charge you a one-time fee. It's a trainer sale that goes to your sponsor. After that, if your first sale is $12,500, you guys are going to be able to qualify up to $12,500. First sale $22,000, you can qualify up to $22,000. Okay? So for some of you, you're probably saying, well, Alex, how can I just skip the qualifications and just be able to bypass that and basically just be able to start making money from day one? Well, that's essentially our VIP package. At the $22,000, there is no qualifications. You start making money from day one. You're going to make 100% commissions from day one on every single 65, 12.5, and 22. Okay? So now I'm going to share with you guys a couple of other things. Also, you're going to get free complimentary tickets from your sponsor to our next VIP event. Because the other thing about online, most people online are not very transparent. We're not only transparent, we have events. We want you to come and learn how to take your business to the next level. And they're not only taught by the co-founders, they're taught by people like Leilani, some of our members who've just been absolutely crushing it in the business. So I'm going to share with you guys some numbers now because these are your next questions. So number one is, where do most people come in at? 95% of our members start at the 6,500 level and higher. 95. So guys, if you know 19 out of 20 of your sales are going to be 6,500 or higher. Why is that? Because people want to capitalize on the bonuses, and also they want to make at least 6,500 per sale, right? Because if you guys make 6,500 per sale, I'm sure that's going to be pretty life-changing, and it's going to allow you to make minimum sales to get up to that 10 to 20,000 a month. Okay. The second part, I'm going to tell you guys about the event. How these events started was, I was at VIP. I had a member at 6,500, and she made a VIP sale. So basically, because she only owned the license 6,500, the rest of that rolled up to me. So that was 15,500 rolled up. That's why it's called the roll up. It rolled up to me, and I made 15,500 passively. She decided to upgrade at that time, so she could basically now qualify, because in order to qualify, you need to own the license and make a qualification sale at that level. So she decided to qualify by sending me another 15,500. So here I had an existing member who was super happy because now she doesn't have to send me any more money. She's qualified at the top level. I had a member who basically started at 22, so he maximized the amount of profits he was going to make in his business and leave the least amount of money on the table, so he was happy. And I just made $31,000 passively in a day, right? So right away, I went back to our founders, and I told them, I said, hey, listen, guys, we need to start having events where we explain people on how to maximize on this position. They're like, well, what are you going to call this? I go, well, why don't we call it 30,000 a month in 60 days? Because I just made 31,000 in a day, so I know I can teach anybody how to do it within 60 days. So we had our first event in Laguna last June. We had 21 people in attendance. Out of that 21, we had over half a dozen who made $30,000 to $70,000 the very next month. So guys, that's typically a slow month. So we were super excited. So what did we do? We started having another event in beautiful Vail, Colorado. We had 55 attendees, and out of those, over 18 of them have made 6 figures. Yes, 6 figures in less than 90 days, guys. That's huge. So what are we going to do? We're having another event. When you guys join at the VIP level, you'll get complimentary tickets to that event for you and your spouse and you and your legal business partner. So your sponsor will be taking care of that, and that's absolutely huge. So highly recommend you guys be there, and I'm going to share with you guys the dates. So by now, guys, we've shared with you guys why this business works, but let's just take a step back and let's talk about. We've shared with you some really great numbers, right? And by the way, most of our members make 2 to 3 sales within 30 to 45 days. Okay, and in fact, that's our averages. Some have done less, some have done more, but that's the averages. Here's the cool part. I can almost tell you, your first 3 sales is going to be a 65, a 12.5, and a 22. That's what it's going to be. So the only question for you is, how much of that do you want to capitalize on? So for those of you coming at a higher level, you're going to be able to make more of that. If you came in at 22, you guys would make all 3 of those and make 41,500 in 30 to 45 days. If you start 6,500, you'll make anywhere from 13 to 19,500 of that. Okay. So does it work? Yes. And so that's what most of our members are averaging. But again, let's just step back. What would just one sale do for you guys? Would an additional $6,500 for you guys? Would you guys be able to pay off some bills? Would you guys be able to fire your boss? Or would you guys be able to start a life that's living towards your dreams, not the other way around, where you guys get your own time freedom, tell your boss to go shove it, so you can start doing what you want with who you want, when you want, okay? So with that said, I've gone a little bit over, so I'm going to jump over a couple of these. And it's really about making your dreams come true, guys. So your first choice right now is really about, a lot of you guys are here because 2016 either sucked or you want it to be much better. And I mean, let's just face it, that's the reason, right? And as Tony Robbins would say, if you guys continue doing what you're doing, you're going to keep getting what you've always gotten. Or you can really make this year your best year ever. And you can either really, the purpose of this webinar is very simple. I shared with you the 7 reasons why most people fail. So you guys can go and try to do this by yourself and try to develop these 7 systems. Or you can come and join our happy group where it's already in place and have some awesome mentors who've already done this, who are making over $30K a month and have done it consecutively, and at least in 2 months or more. And now they're here to give back to you and help you and have you guys join it. Because, guys, the only difference between you and Leilani, the other people you're about to hear from here, is just time. They just started before you. They've been plugged in longer, and they've been able to now get their time freedom back and do what they love when they want to do it. Okay? So it's in the moment of decision that your destiny is shaped. So here's our big goal for this year, guys. We have last year we had over 30 people who made over $250,000, right? And this year, I'm going to share with you a funnel that we just launched in January that's just been crushing it, that's giving us exponential growth. So our goal this year is to help 1,000 members make over $250,000. Why $250,000? Because $250,000, about $20,000 a month, is something where you can not only be able to make the kind of money that you want, but you got an extra $10,000 a month where you can set it aside for your kids' tuition, or for your grandkids' tuition, or for property, anything that you want to do. So we're going to help 1,000 people this year. Hope you guys are going to join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. And so with that said, you guys are probably one of these three. You're either thanks, not a good match, no problem. I'm going to say thanks for your time. But most likely, most of you guys are, yeah, I'm interested, but I got a few questions. Because Alex, you literally trumped every reason why I could think of not doing this business. And number one, I'm ready. Let's get started. Let's make some money. So at the end of this, I'm going to take a poll to answer those questions. But now, I've told you guys I would show you guys a few things. I want you guys heard from me. You heard from Leilani. I want you guys to hear from some other people. And I want you guys to come out from, I'm going to have Jay and actually Steven. So Steven, I'm going to have him talk a little bit about what he's been able to do. So Steven, if you don't mind coming out here. Steven joined our business back in September. So if you guys are wondering, like, how fast can you get up and going? Leilani joined in July. She's made now 80 plus 60. She's made close to about $140,000 if my numbers are correct. In about 7 months. Is that right, Leilani? Okay.
A little more.
So, guys, I am all about results, so I don't like to BS. She knows that. So I want to get the actual numbers for you guys, okay? Steven joined a little bit after her. So Steven joined at September, and Steven basically decided, his boss basically decided to cut his salary to 1/3 what he was making to work 60 hours a week. So he decided to fire his boss right away. We don't recommend that. We recommend you wait a little bit, make some money, and do it. But Steven said, dude, it makes sense. So he made $90,000 in his first 4 months in the business. I want you guys to know that. And then I just want him to share his story. So this is the part where I shut up, and I'll let you take over, my friend. Go right ahead.
Yeah, thanks, Alex. Before this business, I was in sales, industrial sales, mostly to oil and gas, and that industry, it's been about 2.5 years ago, I think. It just keeps going on. I don't think it's much better now. Industry really kind of went down the tubes, and a lot of companies closed, and there were a lot of layoffs. And, basically my boss kept cutting my salary to where it was a fraction of what I made. I was used to making 6 figures, and, he'd cut me down into the, into the 30s, still with a 68+ hour a week work week, all the travel and all of the pressure of numbers and, quarterly numbers and monthly numbers and yearly nut, whatever they talk about in sales, and you got to do this and that. Anyway, it's still really a hard job, but with no money, and I just decided it wasn't worth it. So when I saw this business, it was just a kind of a clean break for me. I had a discussion with the guy, and we kind of mutually agreed. He didn't know his company was going to be there very long, and I didn't think it was. And so we parted ways, and I got into this, started working it. And like you said, from September to December 31st, 4 months last year, made $90,000. And this year,
whew! Oh, sorry. I muted the wrong person. Sorry, Steve. Okay. Steven, repeat what you just said. You made $90,000, and then I put you on mute. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah. And then in January, I was able to break through 100, and it looks like 2017 is going to be a fantastic year. And I love to see all the new automation. It's helping everybody, and we've got new people coming in like Jay, and I saw that Tom had a fantastic week. I hope you're going to bring him up.
Tom, he got to fire his boss within 90 days, so it's going to be awesome.
Love it. I love it.
So, hey, Steve, this is what I love. You got 3 beautiful kids, right? You've been dying to just take a Disney World trip with them, which you never got a chance to do when you were working, right? Because you had to work for the man, and it sucked, and the guy would not let you take a break, which makes me want to punch him. But overall, what happened? What happened after you fired him?
Yeah, well, I did really well, as you said, in the 4 months after I got rid of that job. And at the end of the year, really, literally, right after Christmas, we flew to Disney, the whole family, for 7 days. Got to spend my birthday there on December 28th. We were there for New Year's fireworks, which were the most incredible. I think Disney uses about $100 million worth of fireworks on New Year's. I've never seen
it. They make $1 billion, so it's only fair.
Yeah, they do. It's crazy, but it was a great time. Whole family was there. One of the best things we've ever gotten to do. I did not think we'd ever get to make that trip again, but thanks to this business, we did.
Dude, you rock. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for being on. I'm so happy for you and your family, and the fact that you get to see him like every day, which is
All the
freaking
time.
awesome. No more
Yeah.
commute. Yes, another boss fired. Boom.
Well,
Yeah.
Alex, I do have a commute. I must say, I do have a commute. It's 20 feet.
I love that's the kind of commute that we all want to have every single day. No more 2-hour commutes, fighting traffic, wondering if guys. I honestly don't know how you did it. I've done it like a couple of days going to LA and come back, and I'm like I don't know how people do this every day. So thank you for that. Thank you for sharing. Where's Tom? So Tom's gonna come out, but guys, I told you guys I would show you this. This is our system. Once you guys get started of our checklist. So here's the cool part. We make everything in video, so you can see getting started. You can basically play out the videos.
Hey guys, welcome. Glad to have you on here.
So why do we make everything video? Because we understand a lot of you have to either work or you own your own business and you got to do it in your own time. And that's what I love about this business is it runs around your schedule, not the other way around. So you guys can click on the checklist. Once you've seen it, you can mark it as complete. It will go on to the next video. So you know exactly where you're at. And when you come back, all the ones that are highlighted there tells you which one you're done. So guys, we made this very, very simple. It's very easy and simple for you to follow, okay? So that's our getting started system. I'm going to show you guys our new funnel system too, which is freaking awesome. But before I do that, I want to see if I can get Tom out here. Oh, there he is. What's up, brother? Let's get Tom. Let me take him off mute. Hey, buddy, how are you?
Good. How's it going?
So I got to tell you guys this story because it freaking gets me excited every time I talk about it. So Tom here, as somebody who makes 6 figures, had a job, and when he first joined the business, he just told me, he's like, hey, dude, I only got one single goal. You got to help me do. I'm like, what's that? It's like 90 days, fire my boss. 90 days, fire my boss. That's all I want to do. 90 days. He's like, I got to get out of this thing. I got to spend time with my family. I'm traveling all the time. Not good for my health. Sucks, and I got to get back home. So we started in October. The 90-day literally hit like yesterday. So would you share with us what happened, my friend?
Sure. So, honestly, last year I learned the system and I was tired. I was working 60 hours a week. I was traveling 2 weeks out of the month. So I was working, trying to get that 10 hours a week. And I made some good contacts, but I think they could tell I was tired, So I took a little break with the holidays, 2 weeks before the holiday, 2 weeks after the holiday, and then Alex came out with this tracking sheet to really get us fired up at the beginning of the year. So around the 15th of January, I looked at this tracking sheet, and he really just provided stats. He's like, if you drive 50 people to the webinar, 15 or more will show up, 5 of those are going to go into a 3-way VIP call, and you're going to get 1 to 2 sales out of that. So I was like, I can do that. I can do that now. So I basically marketed for a week and a half. I had some good turnouts. And the next thing I know, from February 1st to February 4th, I just did 41,000 in sales. In 1
So
week.
wait, 41,500 within a week. I just want to
Now,
make sure.
it wasn't just me. I have to say, first of all, for all these months, Steve helped me with some 3-ways and some screen shares. Jay closed 2 of these sales for me. Jay is awesome. Jay, this guy here, the guy in the bottom left corner. Jay's my buddy, lives down the street. But anyways, I had 2 sales, and you're right, Alex. I have a 65 in Connecticut, a 12.5 in Alaska, and a 22 here in Florida. So 6.5, 12.5, 22. That's my 3 sales.
That's awesome. And by the way, guys, when I tell you about community, like first of all, you all say you guys actually met at our event. You guys didn't know each other. Then you just found out you live a block away from each other, right?
We're 2 miles from each other. So we flew from Florida to
For the
Florida.
record, he did not know Jay, and Jay actually has no financial incentive to help him, but that's our community, right? And
No.
so he was able to.
Like the next 6 years, I think. I think that's right. Yeah. But and Steve's helped me too. I mean, Leilani, everyone's great. Our VIPs are so giving. I'm really fortunate, and I was able to give a resignation letter to my boss. It was heartfelt. I worked for a Fortune 100 company 12 years, so it was a great job. People think I'm crazy, but I just made 3 months' salary, 4 months' salary in a week. I mean,
I want to set this up because yesterday he tells me, he's like, Alex, the last day. Hold on. I got to take it. This gets me excited. So he texts me saying, dude, I'm going to give my resignation tomorrow. I'm like, that's awesome. I'm like, so the whole day I'm like thinking, I was wondering like, how did it go and everything? So he's like, I wanted to tell him face to face. So he walks into his boss's office, right? And then this is my favorite part, right? So he asks you why you're quitting. Tell him what you said.
I just made 3 months' salary in a week. I mean,
Awesome.
I'm losing money to stay here. To stay on board at my job, I'm losing money. So
he says, I could go ahead and make $8,000, you know, with you in a month, or I can make $8,000, and that's one sale in our business. That's like one in a week. So
I obviously opted. He asked me if I would stay and do both. I said, dude, I did that in 20 hours a week, part time. So if I do this full time, I'm gonna crush it. I'm gonna be 6 figures a month, maybe a week. I mean, why not a week? Yeah. So.
I love that story. And so, guys, here's what I really want you to get to this. His major goal was firing people, his boss, within 90 days. So that's what we always tell people. Like, if you do our business and you're able to start this part-time, your goal is to fire your boss within 90 days. That's what we're going to teach you on how to do.
I have one more thing I have to say about this. It started out as 2 6.5s and a 12.5, which a $25,000 week in 4 days closing isn't bad. But Jay and I ran up to Panera to meet one of the guys because they're local to us. Jay and I live in Clearwater, and they're in Tampa, Florida. So we met the guy at Panera, and we just went over the tiering again. Jay went over the pricing. And next thing I know, the guy's putting his check back in his pocket. He's like, I'm going to get a $22,000 check for you Monday, Tom. 65 is not where I'm going. So Jay basically upsold this guy. Jay upsold this guy to me from 65 to 22K.
All he did was basically show him the value. I mean, that's really what it comes down to, right?
I bought him a sandwich. Yeah.
I have to say congratulations to Tom too. That is so awesome because I remember the conversation at dinner in Vail with you and Jay and Steve Young, and we were talking about we cannot wait until you quit your job because you're going to just do amazing.
He told me, he said, you told me, Tom, next week, step out and just fire your boss. He said, just do it. You'll do it. And I was like, it was hard. Yeah, but yeah.
I love it. Thanks, Tom. And Jay, I want you to hang out because I'm going to have you share your story last on there. Thank you, Tom, for that. So, guys, check this out. I know we got some questions. I want to make sure we address those. Tom, thank you so much for sharing that, brother. That's awesome. Dude, I'm so happy for you. I just want to get
Thank you, Alex. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Alex.
No worries, brother. All right. So, you guys always have questions, and I want to make sure we address those. So, let's cover those. So let's do it from here. So we always get about the same questions, so I'm going to just answer you, the most commonly questions that we get. Let me get this smaller so it stops blocking the screen for you guys. How does other people's money system work? Guys, it's very simple. You get back with your sponsor. They're going to give you a website. It literally will take you 20 minutes to fill out. There's no hassles, no obligations. It's going to let you know what you guys qualify for, and it will not affect your credit score. Once you know your options, then basically you'll know what we're working with and what you guys can qualify for. But as you guys can see, and Jay is going to share his story, but your first 3 sales are going to probably be a 65, a 22, and 12.5 if our averages are anything compared to what we're doing. So if that's what you're doing, then you guys will want to take a look at that. It's very simple to do, so get back to them. They'll show you how to do it. What are we selling? That's a great question. We market a system, and you can market it to an end user, or we market it to market it with our leads, and where we market the entire package. And as I mentioned to you, you can either market and have one franchise where you're selling one sandwich at a time, or you can basically have 10 Subway franchise stores and sell millions of them, right? So that's where we're marketing, guys. We're marketing a system that has everything inside it, including the products, which is only one aspect of what we have. So if you guys want to be able to check out the products, get back to the person that invited you, and they'll send you a link where you guys can be able to see that from beginning to end. What are our marketing costs? Guys, the good thing about this business, there's only one cost that's associated. You pay for your business once. Once you purchase it, you own the products, and you get the licensing with it. You also pay an admin fee for the sales tracking. That's a one-time fee. You never have to pay it again, okay? After that, how we market, this is the part that's really cool. You can market to 100,000 prospects because we don't market to 1, 2, or 5. Get the hiccups, excuse me. You can market to 100,000 prospects in the span of a week, and on the average, we average 2 to 3 sales within 30 to 45 days. If you take a look at our average sale being above 6,500, you guys can do the math. But let's say you're at 6,500, your first sale goes to your sponsor. Your next 2, you make 6,500. You just made 13,000 in 45 days. So our numbers work. And the question you got to ask yourselves: would you pay $500 in marketing to make over $6,500 per sale? The answer is yes. That's our numbers here. That's the reason why I'm here from the private equity side. That's the reason why we've been crushing it. What are our costs to get started? One-time payment of basically for your product package, which could range anywhere from $6,500 to $22,000, plus your admin fee of $200 to $500. one time, and then plus the money for your marketing. I will tell you on the marketing though, guys, we tailor it towards your budget, and when we set up the other people's money, we essentially get enough capital to not only cover your business and your marketing costs, but also your first 60 days of your financing, so until you can get to profit, because we know that that's your major goal. So when we basically set up the other people's money system, we set you guys up to succeed. That's our overall goal. How do I get paid? This is the best part. You own the licensing, so the money comes to you directly. It's normally through a bank wire or a deposit. And for the purposes of taxes, which is the next part, you guys are going to be able to minimize your taxes. It's reported as income, and then we'll show you guys how you can basically minimize your taxes by working with any one of our home-based business tax consultants. But guys, it's real super simple. You simply have somebody who's a bookkeeper who runs your bank account for you. I do it. It's all passive to me, and then I basically get a return at the end of the year, right? So it's not hard. And then how fast can you start making sales? Well, that's a great question. So let's actually bring Jay up for that, because he can answer for you. Why hear from me? No BS. Let's talk to Jay. So Jay, you started out mid-October. And guys, by the way, Jay is someone who's tried every single business opportunity. So if you guys have tried it, so has Jay. Jay has probably been involved. Jay has probably been there, right there aside from you if you've never made money, because Jay was right there, and that's how he found us. So he came in our business mid-October, did his first marketing campaign, and I'm just going to cut to the chase. You did your first campaign in mid-October. Tell them what your first sales were and how long it took. And
I didn't do my first marketing campaign until after Vail, after the event, so end of October. Wasn't even mid. And basically, yeah, I mean, I did. I tried a bunch of different things prior to joining 8FDL because I was, you know, I lost everything in the market crash in 08, like a lot of people, and just had to find something better to do. I knew, you know, there were people making money online. You just got to find the right vehicle, right? In 8FDL, with the duplication, the training, the mentors, I mean, the support, it was absolutely amazing for me. Exactly what I needed, and plugged into the system after the event. Made my first sale 8 days later, which was a 12.5 sale. Made my second sale at $22,000 about 3 weeks in, and made a sale after that at $6,500. I think 4 or 5 days after my $22,000. So your first
sales, just so I can recap: 12.5, 22, and 65.
That's right. That's right. And
amazing.
$49,000 my first 30 days.
Yeah.
And you know, since then it's been you know, pretty awesome. I'm actually in the bank right now is just short of $75,000, and on track this week to break 100,000. So I will, you know, I'll make 6 figures in just over 90 days. But you know, I was shooting for 90 days, didn't get there. But you know, 100 days, I'll take it.
You'll be okay.
100,000 in 100 days, I'll take it.
100K in 100 days. I think that should be the new first 100 days that we should.
Yeah, and I just want to tell you, man, I'm so happy for Tom. You know, getting to fire his boss. We've been talking about that since we met, and you know, he's done with those 60-hour work weeks and those 2-week travel times and things like that. And you know, I'm happy to be a part of it. You know, and just so everybody knows. Just because we live near each other, that didn't change how much, whether I would have helped him or not. I've helped many other people in the community as well, and you know, you know, I'm doing the same thing that was done for me. You know, people were given to me when I first started, and I'm just giving back to the people. You know, so it works. It works.
So how would you guys like to have Leilani, Steve, Tom, and Jay training you guys on how to hit 30K a month? Would that be pretty cool? So guys, these are the ones who are doing your mentorship calls, who are the ones who are doing the calls in the morning. So that's why you want to plug in, because they're absolutely phenomenally awesome. And so thanks, brother, for sharing. I appreciate you. And you know, I'm looking forward to February 28th when you finally freaking walk out of the office after the 30 days. So we're going to be celebrating at the time. The last question is, when is the next event? As you guys can tell, I just do not like bosses. I don't like anybody telling me what to do. So that's probably why we're so freaking passionate about getting people out of their jobs. When is the next event, and how do I get started? So those are the final questions. Our next event's on March 24th to 26th, beautiful San Diego. Now, I told you guys we had this awesome auto conversion funnel that's been crushing it for everybody. So would you guys like to see that real quick? And we're done after that. So how would you guys love this? Your prospect, after they get the text and email, they come out to the website, and their website, it's like this. This is your funnel. And once they go through, they can basically go register themselves for a webinar, and then they see these results, right?
About 6 to 8 weeks, I've made $35,000. And in a matter of 2 weeks, we've already made $12,500.
So this is a short 2 minute, 30 seconds. All it does is it has a wide demographics. We do have a very diverse group. And it just creates intrigue for them to say, wow, well, this is obviously working. There are a lot of people making money. Let me find out more. So then they go register for a webinar. Once they do, they'll enter in their information. It's making up a number there. Once that goes out, they register for the webinar. And then imagine, as soon as they register for a webinar on your funnel, there's a reason why it's called an auto conversion funnel, because right afterwards, the very next thing is they see a summary, which is basically a short, but basically goes through here, and it has people started.
Hey guys, thank you for.
And it basically is a summary of what we share on the webinar, so they can watch it right then and there. What's interesting is people normally they can watch it, and they get even more excited. And so now they're going to go here. They're going to go meet the community. Now they're going to see a longer video of the people in our business and how they've been doing. The short 2 minute one, but what's so great about this, guys, it's that.
About 6 to 8 weeks.
I can't forward it on this, but basically you can see all the mentors, all the people in our business who've been doing really well. If you guys want to see the products, as I mentioned, they'll send you the products link, and it shows you each one of the products in detail there, so you have it there. And then at the end, you guys will also see our community. Sorry, we just covered that. And then they're going to go fill out a form on your site. So now, how cool would it be if somebody goes, sees it, and they actually are able to fill out a form, letting you know their level of interest, they fill out their information, and you get an application at the end of the day that tells you. How would y'all love it? Somebody goes to a webinar, we do the presentation afterwards, they fill out a form so you know their level of interest. Raise your hand if that would be pretty cool. You'd love to see that. Okay, awesome. So that's what we've developed. Now here's what I'm going to do for you guys. We just launched a system, but for those of you who get back to your sponsor before Monday at midnight to qualify for the bonus, what I'm going to do is make sure we've got so many people that are essentially getting set up for this right now. We're going to make sure that you guys get this with that package as part of the funnel. You guys will get set up for this in the next week to come if you guys get started by Monday, okay? This is absolutely huge, and it's been crushing it. So we want you guys to be able to take advantage of that. And then you guys have pretty much heard from everybody, but I told you guys I go back to my community so you guys can hear from everybody else. And here it is. So Marty says, we got happy birthday. Oh, this is a happy birthday, so whoops, wrong one. Hold on. We've got a bunch of different groups here. Let me share with you guys. So feedback. Tom has just mentioned it's the best in the world. You have Jay. Here's Bo, the most amazing business and community I've ever been a part of. If you're looking to change your life, if you found what you've been looking for, time waits for no one, and grab this right now. Steve, this business, community, product, and training all rock. Aniko, who's basically she makes $30K a month consistently every single month, and she started this business because she wants to spend more time with her 2 kids. And now she's on her birthday and probably having a really great time. Heather, best community business. Carla, well said, Aniko. No sense repeating. Jerry has made 7 figures, one of the co-founders. You got to fire his boss and give up his 2-hour commute. And so, guys, this is what we have. So I want you guys. So you've now heard from the new members. You've learned from our community. Hopefully, we went a little bit over, guys, but I really wanted you guys to see the value in what we have here and know that we're not BSing around. We're getting real results for people. So for those of you who want to start seeing those results for yourself, get back to the person who invited you, let him know the level, and guys, here's where it is. Get back to him before the bonus expires, because here's September. Not September. You guys can see here, this is January. With our new funnel system, we're all making a lot more money. I did 6 figures, and again, you can count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sales. In 9 sales, that 6 figures just for the month. what's amazing is obviously that's more than most people make, twice what most people make in an annual year, right? So a lot of you guys, I'm just going to tell you, it's not your fault. You haven't had the right strategy, but now I just shared with you a strategy that's going to get you rocking, okay? So we're going to end this with this. Thank you guys for everybody hanging out. I'm going to end it with one last poll so we know basically what your level of interest is, and so we know how to follow up with you. So guys, let us know. Are you 1? Are you excited? Are you ready to get started? Are you number 2? Are you interested and have questions? Are you number 3? Whatever it is, fill that out right now so we know how to follow up with you. And then Jay's son is going to deliver the very last message for you while we're doing this, because he's my ultimate guy. So Jay, can you have your son share with him what he always shares, which I love.
What do you want to say? What do you want to say? Say it. What did you say?
While we're waiting for the poll, come on, Rockstar. Everybody get started. I love it. So guys, everybody get started. So guys, I'm going to leave this poll up because here's how cool it is. How would you guys like it if we did the webinar for you, then afterwards you got a poll results and you knew exactly what your guests had, like they told you where they were at, okay? So go ahead and address that question now because that's what we're going to do for you. Address, are you guys a 1? Are you a 2, 3? Guys, let us know right now. Right now, like I said, you guys can go and try to set up these 7 systems by yourself. That's what it's going to require to be successful. Or you can come join us, copy us. You guys have seen all the success stories. I pretty much covered everything that we could potentially cover with you guys. And now I'm going to share the results with you. I always told you guys I'll share it, although I think you guys can already see it. But check this out. How would you guys like to jump on a webinar where 94% of the people are either interested or they got questions, and the webinar is done for you? Business works, guys. Come join us. Quit wasting your time trading time and life for dollars. It's not going to get you ahead. Come join us. It's a lot more fun. With that said, I think I'm pretty much done here. I just want to make sure I covered everything else. Yep. So we're done. I want to say thanks to everybody being on the line. Sorry if I went a little bit over, but we had some good news today. We had to share from all these awesome people. And I want to tell you guys, God bless you guys. We love you. We look forward to helping you guys quit your jobs like Tom. We want you guys to be like Tom. Start this business in the 90 days. Be able to walk into your boss's office. If you're a business owner, you can walk into your own office, give yourself a pink slip, and say, hey, I'm done with this. I'm going to be able to spend time with the people that I love because I'm tired of trading life for dollars. It's just not where I was meant to be. And for those of you who do, I look forward to sharing your story, just like Tom's in 90 days, where you can jump on here and tell us how you were able to tell your job to freaking shove it. And I think I'll stop there.